Hi guys, as you know, I create a lot of content on Formula 1 on my Instagram and I upload a lot of shots on YouTube as well. But today I'm gonna make a whole explanation video of what is Formula 1 for beginners. I know a lot of you guys do not watch the sport and I would love to introduce you all to the sport, and it is an amazing sport, and I think that 2025 is gonna be one of the best seasons ever. So this is like a guide to Formula 1 for beginners. Also, my name is Tanya, and if you like my content and want to follow my short form content, you can always follow me on Instagram. I am pretty active there, and you will know who's my favorite team in like every video. So, what is Formula 1? A lot of people actually keep on asking me, what is Formula 1? Why do you watch Formula 1? It's just 20 cars driving around in circles. And honestly, when I watched my first ever race, which was a long time back, my cousin brother used to watch it and he was watching it in front of me and I did not understand anything. And I asked him, I'm like, how are you understanding what's happening? And he just asked me to shut up. And then I watched Drive to Survive and I got introduced to the sport. Also, if you want to watch Drive to Survive, it is pretty dramatic, but it will definitely explain the basics of the sport. So you can watch like the first two seasons at least. So anyway, what is Formula 1? So Formula 1 basically is the pinnacle of motorsports. It is one of the fastest cars in the world who compete with each other with the most amazing companies. Like there are automobile companies like Ferrari. Red Bull is not an automobile company, but it is still a part of Formula 1. We have McLaren, we have Aston Martin, and we have like amazing teams. And these teams actually work because of sponsors. So there are sponsors in Formula 1 that fund these teams. They all have a budget. They have two drivers in each team. So there are 10 teams, 20 drivers. And it is more than just driving around in circles, to be honest, because there is big money. There is a lot of strategy. There is a lot of politics. And there is a lot happening while they are racing around the world. Now, what are the sponsors that are there in Formula 1? I will make an entire video for each team and like what sponsors they have, because I am also learning about it. I have kind of started posting it on my Instagram, but I'm going to do like a whole video on YouTube very soon. 24 races in 2025 and it's in about 21 countries. All the drivers are pretty cute, so if you're a girl who wants to get into the sport, you're gonna have some fun looking at all these amazing drivers. How's the weekend? Okay, so on Fridays we have two practice sessions, practice session 1 and practice session 2, where the drivers just come and they check what is working for their car, and they kind of know what strategy they might use, if it's a dry track, wet track, what tires are the best, what's the temperature like. They come and they practice around the circuit. Then that happens on Friday. On Saturday we have practice 3, where they do the entire thing again. Now there are a lot of drivers who don't like 3 practices. So sometimes there are like junior drivers who they want to test, who they can promote probably in the soon to test in free practice. So a lot of that also happens, but it rarely happens in like 2-3 races, so it's not confusing. Then in the evening they have the qualifying. Now qualifying is divided into 3 parts: Q1, Q2 and Q3. In Q1 all 20 drivers get out and they go around the track, and the top 15 drivers, according to their lap time and who were the fastest in the lap, basically they get promoted to Q2. Then Q2 is the same, where the top 15 drivers drive around in circles and the top 10 fastest get promoted to Q3. Now what happens in Q3 is that these top 10 drivers drive around, and according to their lap time they are positioned for the Sunday race. The people who are out in Q1 obviously start at the back of the grid. Quali position is very important, especially for some tracks. There are some tracks which are very difficult to overtake, like Monaco. And there are some tracks which are really fun to overtake. So even if you're starting like first or second, it is like fun to see what you're going to do, and there are crashes according to the turn. So quali is honestly very important, especially for street tracks. So that's the quali. Then Sunday we have the race. It depends on the track length, how many laps are there, but it is about like 50 to 70 laps. Like I know a lot of people who tell me, how can you watch an F1 race for 3 hours? It's not for 3 hours. It's for like 1.5 hours, which is equivalent to a football match. So the race is on Sunday. Now the top 10 drivers get points. Like the first driver will get like 25 points, and then like lower and lower. So top 10 drivers get points, and then there are penalties and there are flags and all of that, which I will obviously discuss in the next video. Now, how many races are there? There are 24 races in 2025. So that's a long year. It starts in March and it goes all the way up to December first week, I think. And they're racing in like 21 countries, so they are literally all over the world. They did some Formula 1 seasons in India as well, but I'll make a video on that very soon. I have like so much rant about it, but there is no Formula 1 in India anymore. There's no MotoGP also in India anymore. Like, we are the reserve track for MotoGP this season, but I don't know what is wrong with the government. Anyway, so where to watch? As an Indian, there are two platforms where you can watch the Formula 1 race. You can watch it on the F1 TV app, and the other one is Fan Code, which is they both have subscriptions, so you can see whichever suits you more. I personally prefer F1 TV because it has like a lot of breakdown, pre-race, post-race shows, and I've been actually watching it since a very long time, so I'm like comfortable in it right now. But I have also used Fan Code for a couple of races, and Fan Code is equally good. Also, Fan Code also streams MotoGP for the next 3 years, so that's gonna be insane. Like, great for Fan Code. I'm very, very happy. So that is like the beginning of Formula 1. In my next video, I'm gonna talk about like the teams and their drivers and what are the switches happening, and then I'm gonna make like a lot of videos for beginners. So this is the basics of Formula 1. The season is starting in March, and I am very excited. And let me know if you watch Formula 1 and which is the team that you support, and if you want me to make a video on like a topic. And thank you so much for watching my video. I'm sorry for my voice. I am struggling with a health issue right now. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you extremely soon.